Hey guys, it's Tuesday night and you know what time it is. It's time for another rockin' show. Tonight we have Mike Andrews. He's a singer-songwriter and it's his first time playing in New York City, so let's give him a warm welcome. Click and subscribe to YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all of the above. Stay tuned. Bridgeside Live! Welcome to the studio, Mike Andrews.
Bartender, I really did it this time. Broke my parole to have a good time. When I got home, it was 6 a.m. Door was locked, so I kicked it in. She was dripping on the bills. I think she was high on some pills. She threw my shit out into the yard. Called me a bum, slapped me real hard. And in my drunken stupor, I did what I should have never done. So now I'm here, talking to you, drunk and on the run. She got me sitting at a bar on the inside, waiting for my ride on the outside. She broke my heart in the trailer park, so I jacked the keys to her fucking car, crashed that piece of shit and then stepped away. Well, I'll probably get 10 years, so just give me beer so they get here. I know the sun is coming up, y'all are probably getting ready for closing up, but I'm trying to drown my soul. I'm tired of this life on the dirt road. Everything that I love is gone. I'm tired of hanging on. She got me sitting at a bar on the inside, waiting for my ride on the outside. She broke my heart in the trailer park, so I jacked the keys to her fucking car, crashed that piece of shit and then stepped away. Guess it was meant to be. Romance is misery. So much for memories. And now I'm headed to the penitentiary. See me on TV, the next cop series. I am a danger. Guess I should have done something about my anger, but I never learned. Real things I don't concern. I pour kerosene on everything I love and watch it burn. I know it's my fault, but I wasn't happy it was over. She threw a fit, so I crashed that piece of shit Nova. Now I'm going back again, back to the pen to see my friends. When we all pile out that county van, they'll ask me where I've been. I've been at a bar on the inside, waiting for my ride on the outside. She broke my heart in the trailer park, so I jacked the keys to her fucking car, crashed that piece of shit and then stepped away. That's a song, the lyrics are written by a band called Rehab, and I just always kind of thought it would fit really well with more of a country vibe. The rest of these will be my own, until maybe the last one, we'll see. walked into town on one gray afternoon, and I was drunken, I was dirty, and I was poor. So I crawled up the steps to that dead old saloon, but I didn't have the money for a port. So I asked the bartender, he's a man that I knew well, to hook up a quick drink or ride. He said, Billy, my boy, this is my business here, and you can't be much broker than I. So I went to my brother just to ask him for a loan. He stared me straight in the eye. He said, Billy, you prick, what you need all that for? And as I told him, I started to cry. Said my whiskey sucked up, my tobacco's all dry. My wife, well, she ran out of pills. Well, I've got gambling debts that are up to my knees. Plus I can't buy no corn for the stills. My brother said, Bill, you know, I wish I could help, but it turns out that I really just don't care. 'Cause this is 25 times in the last 15 years let your wife pull out all of her hair. Finally I got myself a good loan from some bikers, and they're just passing on through. They said keep all the burners and keep the beakers of glass, but once a month we'll come by to see you. Now my whiskey's still gone, but I don't much care why. I'm just tweaking mostly every night. Still got gambling debts way up past my knees. At least my wife, she's too drugged up to fight. So I walked myself into town on one gray afternoon, and I was still drunk and I was still dirty and I was still poor. I crawled myself up to that dead old saloon and pulled out my brand new 44.
Yeah, woo!
That song's called The Ballad of Chandler, Johnston, and there is a story behind that, but that's better saved for another time. This is a song called Better Off Dead that I wrote a long time ago for a girl that I actually just got engaged to a couple days ago, so we'll see how it goes. As the light poured through my window, and oh, how the glimmer made me cry. It was all that I could do to stop you from leaving. All that I could do was sit and cry. I hope you're better off where more room to stretch your legs, and I hope you're better off where the rain won't ever end. And I hope you're better off with more room to stretch your legs, but I know I'm better off dead. These broken alleyways and payphones that never work, and all these fucking cigarettes I smoke to keep my mind alert, and all these stupid songs that I write but never sing because they're not that interesting. They all remind me of you and all your flashing lights. They all remind me of the golden ring run through your eyes, and it's all that I can do. It's all that I can do. I know there's nothing I can do. I'm not a gambler, but sometimes I'd like to place a bet. I'm not a rambler, but most nights I'd like to pack my shit up. I'm just an ugly vein with needles poking in my blood. I'm just a boot heel in some mud. And I hope you're better off where the ocean meets the sky. I hope you're better off where the rain won't ever dry. And I hope you're better off wherever your travels may end, but I know I'm better off dead. And now I guess this one would kind of show how far a relationship has come since then. That was, kind of an infancy kind of thing, and here we are now in New York City for about a month. She's been here too, and I guess just my fears of being alone in Montana before I moved to this giant city, one of the most populated in the country, and I, was alone. She was in the city already, and I was scared just to come out here. I didn't have a place to live. I didn't have a job. I didn't have anything, and I was very excited, but just terrified at the same time. Stuck in this college town, and all of the kids are back around. I wish they'd all go back where they came from. But I can't understand how I was once exactly like them. Now I'm just a bit of a fucking jerk. And I'm just sitting in my spot, watching the lights flicker on and off. We should have called an electrician. I've never much liked this house, but I've always felt right at home. Now that you're gone, there's a definite change. In the morning, things might feel a little strange. But the city lights, they are calling me. And I hope when I get there, they don't fall on me. I've been known to get lost in crowds.
Yeah.
All right, on a lighter note, I guess this next song, it kind of highlights my fears of what may happen and what has happened, much to my parents' chagrin, probably. But it's embellished, I promise. Up on the train in Coney Island, I was drunk and I was dirty, I was smiling. Although I'd missed my stop and got rolled over by the cops, and I swore I'd never do that shit again. Then I woke up on the street out in Jamaica. MTA said, "Get a cab, boy, we can't take ya." My eyes were burning red, and my mouth felt like cement, and I swore I'd be much better down the line. Then I woke up on the train in Pelham Bay. How I even woke up, I can't say. My eyes could barely see. It seemed like no one had bothered me, and I swore I'd never do that shit again. And then I woke up at the train right at my stop. My drunk ass must have set my internal clock. Well, I walked to the streets beaming, all the city lights gleaming, and I swore I'd never seen that place before. Just a short one. Hopefully funny, but you never know. If I find you, put she'd stay with me forever, but forever didn't last very long. So now I sit with a broken heart and not a word left to speak. And I'll sing gentle lullabies for two, oh, but no one will hear them but me. My friends, they all come to me nightly. They try to drag me from my home. I still feel her lingering presence. That's the one place I'm not quite alone. And I'm still finding all the love letters. Her voice is still ringing my ears. Her eyes, they still hang in the mirror. My shoulders still wet with her tears. Her lipstick, it still sits on the dresser. Her dress is on the floor by the tub. And her art, it still scatters the walls. And her hair is tangled up in the brush. And if Annie, you can come back to me, maybe then I'll follow you. If my eyes could tame all the fears, then the hounds, they might let me pass through. Thanks, everybody. It's nice to be in this studio right now. It really is. A lot of good people surround this place, and Bridgeside Productions is honestly it's a home for a lot of people, and it's something cool that's going on. And I was not told to plug this right now. I'm sure they plug themselves with their logo and everything throughout, but I think that these are good people that are doing good work and are just value the arts so much. And I really wish that everyone kind of had the inspiration and the drive that these folks do. North Dakota line, where I walked a lonesome highway till mile 49. Trucker dropped me off in Fargo, still ain't too close, but I got friends in Minneapolis. Come and take me off the road for now. I'm willing bound on Route 4A, oh Lord, I'm willing bound. today. Now I've gotta scrounge up some money, pack up my clothes, let those eastern winds that carry me on home. Well, I can't wait till I arrive off that lonesome trail. For now I'm stuck in this dive, chasing some tail. Well, I wish I could drive, Lord, and that's a fact. But that judge, he took my license and he ain't gonna give it back. So for now I'm wheel-it bound on Route 4A. Oh Lord, I'm wheel-it bound, leaving today. And I've gotta pack up my money, pack up my clothes, let those eastern winds carry me on home. For me, and you know, when I get back, she'll be as happy as can be. Pick up a couple kegs and pull those bottles off the shelf, 'cause I'm really bound when I get in town. Well, we sure gonna raise some hell. So for now I'm wheel-it bound on Route 4A. Oh Lord, I'm wheel-it bound, leaving today. And I've gotta scrounge up some money, pack up my clothes, let those eastern winds, those eastern winds that carry me on home.
Yeah. Woo! Woo-hoo! All right.
I don't have a lot to say about this next song, I guess. I don't know. Hopefully it will make itself apparent through the lyrics, but you never know how people think, so. Give me 1 second here. If I were an animal out sleeping in the cold, I'd probably be a little more content than paying for a home that I can't afford and never will, no matter what my luck, because the pay for any job I get just wouldn't be enough, and still I'm lazy, and I'm entitled to. My vision's hazy. Good thing there's always money left for booze. If I were a meteor, my path set for the sun, I'd probably plummet in a different way. You said that we could go to school and our troubles all be done, but now I'm struggling with bills to pay. And if I were a carnivore conspiring after prey, at least I'd still have goals in front of me. Now I live my life as if to reach the end of every day, watching death close in unconsciously. It makes me crazy, 'cause none of this matters at all. Still amazing that anybody cares to fight or fall. forget to put roses on your grave. In the most wicked sleep, and while I was tossing and turning around, and it felt like you were an angel. My feet, they never left the ground. Wish you had spoke to me. It would have been all I need. 'Cause I still can't believe that you're not around. Hear your bike at night, like that goddamned eviction night. Now all the best songs just make me feel down, but I know you're happy free, with love so intrinsically. Unchained, unfettered, and unbound. So I'll just head out on the road. I'll just head out on the road. I'll just head out on the road, and I'll never come home. Life's like a Zevon song. There's bad things and people gone. But your smile, man, it never got me down. And I know you'll always be close to me. One day again we'll see. Each other like it used to be.
Yeah. Woo-hoo. Yeah.
All right, this last song's a tune by Johnny Hobo and the Freight Trains. In his later, he goes by Pat the Bunny in his later years. Just some classic folk punk, maybe a little bit less depressing than the last song, but only in the music. Not. I think you'll see what I mean. I need a drink before this one, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
before someone offered me drugs. Well, you know that I was straight edge, and everyone has quit till you offer them a cigarette. Before we learn our lesson, let's see how bad things can get. And I'll drink myself to death, or at least I'll drink myself to sleep. Chain smoke my way through the gaps in between my aspirations and my apathy. And as we drive past the last exit to home, I am waving goodbye, and I might be sleeping in the ditch tonight, but it's alright, 'cause whiskey is my kind of lullaby. I was sober all morning until I woke up this afternoon. And before someone offered me a job, well, you know I was gonna get one soon. And everyone in this town sleeps till the calendar collides with June. Before the booze wears off, well, let's take another shot or two. And I'll drink myself to death, or at least I'll drink myself to sleep. Chain smoke my way through the gaps in between my aspirations and my apathy. And as we drive past the last exit to home, I am waving goodbye, and I might be sleeping in the ditch tonight, but it's alright, whiskey is my kind of lullaby.
Right, that was an awesome show, guys. Stay tuned for after the show, because I'm going to be asking this guy a series of questions. And while you wait, there is more. We're going to kick it back to Plastic Passion. So stay tuned, and we're getting ready to rock.
Let them see let them know what we want them to know. Oh, let them hear. Oh, let them see. Oh, let them hear and see what we do year after year. Oh, let them see. Oh, let them hear. Oh, let them hear and see what we do year after year.
And we're back. And of course, this is like, the cool, chill part where we just kind of get to know the artist and really pick their brain. So I'm here with Mike. But the special thing about Mike is that he's actually one of us. He is part of the crew. And the funniest thing is, he's one of the newest members of the crew. So welcome aboard, most of all. Welcome to the Bridgeside family.
Thank you.
What, kind of just tell me right now about the crazy experiences that you've had right here. I know it's been a few weeks, but it's good enough to know the cast of crazies that you're dealing with.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a bunch of really chill people. It really is. And I don't know, I walked up to Paul, the head of Bridgeside Productions, and I was looking for a job. I was trying to find a job, and I was like, all right, this guy's setting up a stage. He's setting up sound equipment. Let me talk to this man and see if I can get work. And it turned into something cooler than that, which was I found a group of people who are really chill, and, there's a studio 7 blocks away from my house, and I just kind of like hanging out with them. So that's, I found paid work eventually, and then I found something more special with this, I think.
That's how I got here, too. I stalked the hell out of Paul. So we all just kind of became a collectively crazy family after a while. But, of course, it's not about us, how we got here. It's about how, as an artist, do you feel like playing in a smaller set? I mean, I'm pretty sure you've played other places. I ask this all the time. How does it feel differing in this environment and kind of just collectively being here?
It's very weird to play without a crowd. It really is. I know there's people watching and things like that, but I really do feed off the energy of having people in front of me that can, yell or whoop whoop or whatever, and it is very strange to play a set. I like to be emotionally involved in my music, and it's different to play for, a couple crew members who,
right.
It is cool, but it's weird. It's weird.
It is weird. I mean, absolutely. People, as an artist, people are always involved. But speaking of people and getting inspiration for your music, you have a lot of songs about New York, but you're also new to New York, aren't you?
Yeah. I moved here about a month ago.
Okay.
A little over a month.
Cool.
Yeah.
and where you hail from? I know it's a very complicated story, but
Bozeman, Montana is where I spent the majority of my adult life. I'm from New Hampshire originally, and I would call Bozeman that was my home for 7 years, and I never thought that I would leave there. I really didn't. And then I just decided one day, screw it. It's boring. Not that it's necessarily boring, but I just to spend 7 years in one place kind of wore.
Okay, so you went from New Hampshire to Montana, then up to New York. It's kind of an interesting trace on the map. I mean, usually when people want to branch out, especially younger, like our younger generation, they usually like rotate towards Arizona, Seattle, California. So what exactly brought you to Montana?
Skiing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you have a crew out here, because I heard some really awesome news that someone just got engaged.
Yeah.
So congratulations on that.
Yeah.
Tell me about that story. Your New York proposal.
Well, I took her to Death & Co., a super fancy cocktail bar around, one of they wrote the book on cocktails. They actually did.
Okay.
And so I took her to that, and then I had been practicing Jim Croce's Time in a Bottle for a long time, and I'd play bits and pieces of it just to almost gaslight her, and she'd hear it and just be like, "Are you learning Time in a Bottle?" But no, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Right.
No, not happening. And I obviously was learning it, and
right.
it's a difficult song. It's a very difficult song to learn. And so I played that for her after, we went out to some of the most expensive places in New York, and got down on one knee, and she said yes, which was
congratulations.
Yeah, I was I was worried that she wouldn't. But,
well, you know what?
I always
hard
knew
not
she
to
would.
say no. So,
yeah, exactly.
there you
Yep. And then a homeless man yelled at us a little bit.
Welcome to New York, guys.
We told him it was our engagement. He immediately was just like, oh, I'm going to leave them alone, and walked off. So that was nice.
Well, that's nice, because usually the homeless people aren't that nice. It's New York City. No one's nice. Yeah. I'm going to say that right now. But that's really cool. So, you're playing with us here. You're kind of just readjusting to life in New York City. So where do you see yourself going? Like, are you planning more gigs? Or are you just kind of taking life as a flow?
Honestly, taking it as a flow right now. I'm just trying to meet as many people as I can. Luckily, I've found a really good group of people here, and I a lot of really fun people. I don't know. I've never been much of a big planner, and I have steady work right now, but I would really like to pursue sound, and that's something that I really like to do. More so, I like to play my own music, but I am interested in sound as a living, and I think that's something I could do.
You see, that's a really good life lesson that we just learned here, folks, is that you got to take life one day at a time and just kind of go with the flow. I mean, we're always kind of worried about it and just like, oh my God, what am I going to do next? But I really like that vibe, that whole, like, I'm not much of a planner, so I'm just going to kind of wing it. And you know what? That's the best thing you possibly do.
I mean, everything's worked out so far, right? Has your life not, you're alive? You're alive, aren't you?
We're here. We are. A lot of planning, though.
Yeah, but it's worked out. Everything's worked out so far,
there.
So... and I don't just let my life fall to pieces, but.
Well, no, I mean, like, hey, there has to be some strategy, I'm sure, but it's like the go with the flow vibe is more where I kind of try to pull that cart going. Yeah. So, it's kind of cool, and I wish you all the best of luck. That's really awesome. New York has so much to offer, and I'm pretty sure, you'll find a perfect shoe to fit.
I've been loving it.
There you go.
I really have.
I mean, there's no place like New York, right? Come on. There's no place like New York. All right, guys. So it was awesome to sit down and chat with you, and we look forward to having you. Always hands on deck. You do an awesome job here. We love you just as much as you love us, and welcome to the family. And just chill.
Thank you, Rebecca.
Stay tuned, of course, and stay tuned for next week, because we do this every week, and we're gonna keep on doing it until we drop or until the homeless people yell at us. So next week, we have another show. Do we have another show? And it's to be determined. So maybe I'll do a tap jazz performance. I don't know. We'll figure it out, guys. But stay tuned because it's Bridgeside Live and there's always something to check. So click and subscribe. Go Bridgeside.
Go Bridgeside.